Hey guys and gals, A here. Welcome to another episode of EDC. Today we have an unboxing video. So if you want to see the awesome gear I got from Amazon, stick around because here we go. Right, so today I have a few goodies from Amazon that we are going to check out. Some new gear to me. I don't remember exactly what all is in this order, but I believe only one of these items is very brand new to me. And the other three I've kind of messed around with things in this by this brand or in this category, but one is totally new, never messed with. So let's check out what we have today. I will open it up with the Gerber armbar. Awesome tool here. Often sees time in my pocket. So I'm gonna bust out the scissors on the armbar for this. Well, I say them. There we go. Gotta love the air packing materials. It's a big hit in this house. All right, so let's see where we want to start with. First up, we will start with, we'll bring it out one at a time. So first up, we will start with the Swiss card, the Victorinox Swiss card Classic. Now I've obviously used Swiss Army knives before, a ton of varieties, but I've never had a Swiss card. This item is supposed to be able to take the space of a credit card spot in your wallet. So we'll check this out. An easy way I do love Swiss Army Victorinox's packaging. It's a little box with a tab, and when you open the tab, this bifolds open, and you have a little picture of what probably was where the factory once was, maybe still is, and then you could just kind of pop the card out. So this has on it several different tools. It is very thin, very small. It is translucent, so you can see what is in there. And if we start out on this side, the circle that you see is a pair of scissors. And now if these compare to all of Victorinox's scissors that I've come in contact with, they are gonna be fabulous. Victorinox makes some of the best scissors around. And then, so that was the scissors. Above that, in this pull tab, there's a little notch that you can get your fingernail in, and that is where your blade is. That is it's a small blade, but I imagine that is fairly, yeah, that's fairly sharp. That will do some cutting for you, and it slides right in the top of that, easy to grab. And so those take care of the two tools on this side, scissors, knife. Now if we flip it around, we have a whole lot more going on, and we'll start on this side and work our way that way. So on the end, there is a little dot right there. And that dot, you can get your fingernail behind. Let's see if I can do that. You can get your fingernail up under that and pull it out. That is a push pin, a straight pin. So if you need to push a button to eject a SIM card, you need to reach a small space, a small hole, that will take care of it. And then next to that, the big gray piece right here, you slide that out with your fingernail, which is how you're gonna slide all of these out. And that one is your nail file. So So you got your nail file here, smooth on the back, nail file on the front, and the end of that is your screwdriver. As all Swiss Army knives like to add on, all multi-tools like to add on a screwdriver to the end of things. The next item, sitting right next to that, the small one, those are your tweezers. Classic Swiss Army tweezers in the edge of all of your favorite plastic Swiss Army knives, non-A-locks. Next to that, you have the white one. I'm sure you've already figured out what that is. That is the standard toothpick. Always gotta have your Victorinox toothpick. Now, so I think there are two camps with the Victorinox toothpick. There are those people who think they're ridiculous and they take up space, and then there are those people who use them constantly. So comment below on which one you are. I honestly don't often carry on me a Victorinox that has a toothpick, so I haven't picked a camp. I don't mind them on the ones I have. They don't bother me at all. I've probably used them on occasion, but I haven't picked a camp on love it or hate it. But let me know where you are on the Victorinox toothpick. And then there's one more item on the end, the small gray one, and this one is a writing pen. That is a pressurized ballpoint pen. And so you can, I mean, it's not a full-size pen by any means, but I'm pretty certain if you needed to do a little jotting down of something, you could probably make it happen with that. It is definitely small in the hand. No one is gonna argue that, but if that's your only pen and you have to write something, it'll get the job done. So that is the Swiss card. The back of it has, I don't know if you can make that out, you can see the notches up at the top, has a ruler. I don't know if that would come in handy too often, but doesn't take up space. Just some little notches on there. And it has notches on the front side as well. And so that side, that one is not really focusing. This is centimeters, and then the back is inches. But that is honestly a pretty great little tool. A lot of function in a very, very, very small package. That is pretty cool and pretty impressive. If you have a wallet and you don't mind taking up the bulk of this, then you have a lot of utility in that. Otherwise, I could see this being tossed into a bag or in a pocket, and a jacket pocket, pants pocket, whatever the case is. And you're getting a lot of useful tools for not a lot of space. And I'm very excited to try out these scissors because, like I said, Victorinox scissors, spot on. So that is the first item I have. Next, we'll go to the Cold Steel Mini Tuff Lite. Now, I've had some Cold Steel knives before, and they are all pretty solid. So I saw this one and thought, why not give it a shot? It is definitely different than the normal big and bulky Cold Steel knives that I've used in the past. So let's see what kind of quality this has on it and how functional this small knife is. Once again, using my arm bar to cut open this tape here. Come on. There we go. All right, so Cold Steel Mini Tuff Lite. So as its name says, that is a mini knife and that is a light knife. That is very lightweight. It feels like nothing in the hand. I'll have to make an annotation as to how much this knife weighs. But that is a nice knife. I like it. It's got the finger hole, so you can put that finger right here behind the blade and really choke up on it. I like that. And it has the triad lock that Cold Steel is known for. That is very, very nice. I am impressed. It is a 4116 stainless steel made in Taiwan, but that is impressive for how small it is. It has a blade length of 2 inches and it locks into place. Snappy knife. But honestly, the 2-inch blade, the small knife, definitely different for me. But the weight, that is what is mind-blowing right now. I could see carrying this as a backup blade just because it doesn't weigh anything. I will definitely put an annotation in here about how much it weighs. But that is incredible. 2-inch blade, that thing is stout. It has a thick blade, and look at that centering. That is absolutely perfect. I dig it. This is I believe this was around a $20 knife. Very much worth it. And the OD green is nice. I dig that, guys. I dig it. Well done, Cold Steel. All right, so next we'll stick with the last item that I've seen, and the final item. There were 4 items in this. The final item is the one that I have never messed with the brand. So this is a Civivi. This is the Elementum Mini, the Mini Elementum. Now I do have a regular Elementum, and I have the Elementum button push. So this will be my third in the mix of the Civivi Elementums, but I have not been disappointed by any. And dudes, this is a itty bitty knife. Look at that. That is so small. So small. It is smaller than my ring finger. That thing is smaller than my ring finger. That is a tiny, tiny knife. And dudes, that's tight. That is nice. I am once again impressed by a little knife. I normally am not a big fan of them, but this I can get behind. It's definitely the smoothness. That's all Civivi. That's what I've come to expect from them. The ability that this thing just closes so nicely. It locks into place pretty soundly, but it's so smooth, so easy. Has the classic lanyard hole on there. This is the copper scales, and I know they're not really coming in very clear on there, but this is copper scales, and then the stainless on the back. I'm excited to pocket carry this. It doesn't have a pocket clip because you don't need it. This will disappear in your pocket. But I'm excited to see the patina that this knife will get on it. And so in comparison, yeah, the Civivi Elementum Mini and the Cold Steel Tuff Lite Mini, one of them looks a little more mini. And it is also, let's see if I can, there we go. It's hard to compare sizes on stuff. It is also not as long either. So this, the Cold Steel, has a 2-inch blade. The Civivi has a 1.8-inch blade. So it is definitely shorter, but as you could tell, the actual cutting surface on the Mini Tuff Lite is smaller by a decent bit than the Civivi. So the Civivi is a 1.8-inch blade, has more cutting surface than the 2-inch Mini Tuff because of that blade shape. That's 2 inches from point to where the handle ends and the blade begins, but your cutting surface is down to here. So solid knives. I would not be sad with either of these. I would definitely carry the Cold Steel with the 2-inch blade, but I am not gonna lie, this is probably gonna see a lot of pocket time. The 1.8-inch Civivi. No one's gonna be scared when you bring this out. You can get a pretty good grip on it. I can almost get 3 fingers around that. Like my third finger is on the end of it, but I'm not worried about that at all. And the opening action on that is absolutely incredible. It does have your lanyard hole like I pointed out earlier, but it also comes with a key ring. So you could pop the key ring on there and place that on your keychain. It might actually work pretty well on your keychain if that's your jam. So Civivi Elementum. And last but not least, and this is the item that I have never touched, never messed with. This is a Rovyvon, my very first Rovyvon flashlight. This is the Aurora, it's in the Aurora series. This is the A5X. And as you can see up here, 650 lumens is where this maxes out at. Let's check this out if I can get into it. I'm sure this is very easy because it says push down. Yeah, I'm sure this is very easy, and those of you who have gotten a Rovyvon before are probably like, this is all you have to do to get into it, but I got in. All is well. Definitely not the way you were supposed to, but I got it open. So in here, you've got your charging cable. This is a micro USB rechargeable flashlight. On here you have a key ring as well as a pocket clip, and honestly, pocket clip's probably gonna go on for me. And then we have the flashlight itself. I opted for the clear body that should glow, and then I have the side lights here. So this knife, oh, okay. That's bright, guys. That is a bright, bright light. There we go. So I got it to come on and stay on, learning this flashlight as we go. And you just press to cycle through your modes. It goes down to the low mode, medium, high, turbo. And see if we hold it to turn it off. Triple click gets it onto this side light, which is very cool. Another click gets it into medium or high. Another click gets it into red, strobe, and then back to the side light. And when you turn that off, I don't know if you can tell, but it is actually glowing green. And I believe the longer I have that on, the more that glow will last. So that is a very cool light. So you get the out the front light, maxes out at 650 lumens, and then you get the side light, which you can set up onto a, you can set this up on, like if you're working on a table, you can set this down and get some light there on your workspace, your reading space, whatever the case is, or like a little area light if you're trying to read in bed at night. You could probably balance this up or hold it in your teeth. Probably not hold it in your teeth, but whatever's your jam. But you could definitely probably pop this up where you could get light onto your book or whatever it is you are doing, you are reading at night. But I like that, guys. That's very cool. So first Rovyvon ever, definitely not gonna be the last. And let's see what this pocket clip does here. So one thing that I'm looking at as I'm getting this pocket clip on is I have a lot of items right here that I was checking out, but they all have a theme. So we got the Rovyvon light. That is very, very small light. We have the Civivi elementum, which is equally as small, twins in the size department. We have the cold steel Tuff light, also small. And then last but not least, we have the Swiss card. So I'm thinking here, I am going to do a lightweight summer carry. All of these items could fit in that, and I've got some more. So what would be some awesome EDC summer carry items? Items for when you want to be more lightweight than your normal gear. I mean, honestly, my Gerber armbar that I use to open this is bigger and weighs more than every item on the table. So I will do a lightweight summer series carry that will come out next video, and we will see what y'all think about those items. and definitely let me know about these 4 items we have here. Do you have them? Do you like them? What should I expect? What are the best parts of them? And then be looking forward to the lightweight summer carry series. Well, it's not gonna be a series, it's gonna be an episode, but be looking forward to that. That'll be the next video. Guys, as always, I will never ask you to like or subscribe. You do you, but I would greatly appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. That would be awesome. Have a great one. We will catch you next time with another summer video, lightweight series. So catch that. Until then, EDC, EDC.